Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and welcome to a brand new series here on my channel. Something a little bit different to normal as well. Now, I'm a massive fan of all these Tycoon games. As you can see, this one's called Tavern Tycoon. It's currently an early access game over on Steam. And I must admit, I downloaded it yesterday, just give it a little bit of a try, and I've become mildly addicted to it. It's still early access, like I said, so not a lot of it is available so far. Only the first 4 scenarios are currently available. The rest of these, as you can see, not available, but the guy is constantly updating it, and he's literally just updated it just before I have started recording this. So I'm not going to tell you too much about it. We're going to get straight into a new game. Now, this is the difficulty levels. You've got very easy, you've got normal, you've got challenging, you've got hard, and you've got Tycoon. I think for this first sort of playthrough, we are just going to go for normal. Like I said, I've played around with it for a while, but I've not really gone anything too heavy into it as yet. But this first one's quite easy. I did get past this first one quite easily, and we'll go for it now. I'll sort of explain to you a bit more about the game. In Wine is Wisdom. Yeah, we'll talk more about the game, and you'll see a few things straight off the bat. Number one, if you ever played Theme Hospital, for me, this surely must be the Theme Hospital engine. It looks absolutely spot on to it. And essentially, it's almost like running a tavern in Skyrim. If you've ever been in Skyrim before, I'd love to run a tavern, and it's exactly what it looks like. It seems that way. You've got mages, you've got warriors all coming in, they've got different needs and different wants, and you have to try and meet those. But like I said, we'll get into that as they come available. Right, welcome to your first tavern. Get the tavern up and running by placing a bar, a guest room, a kitchen, then place tables and a reception desk and hire maidens and a clerk. It'd be best to build a rest room and a staff room as well. Your objective is to get 500 reputation and to keep your finances above 2,000 gold. Remember, you will be fired if the tavern goes under. So those are your winning sort of your victory targets, I suppose that's the right word. 500 rep and 2,000 gold. As you can see, you'll start down here with 36,000 gold, and it's going to have to make us do the tutorial, isn't it? Okay, so furniture wants us to build a bar first. We'll do that. Boom. And when are we going to build? I think we might build it up here. Build it up here? Let's build it here. Yeah. Build it there. Staff. Now it wants to hire a bartender. We have to go for a pole. Let's go for a pole. It's 102 in wage, which is actually quite expensive for bartenders in my opinion, but we'll bring him in, drop him in. Again, it just seems so much like Theme Hospital to me. It looks like it's the same sort of engine, just been repurposed for this game. Excellent. You'll see there are still a few sort of straggled edges on this, but like I said, it's an early alpha game, so it's still got a lot of work to go into it. But at the moment, it seems very ahead of its time, if that makes sense, for how early it is in its life. And I think once it's completed, it's going to be a really fun game. So build a kitchen now as well. We're going to build a kitchen down here. No, we're going to build a kitchen over here. Again, you can make it whatever size you want, but it has a minimum size requirement. So we're going to do that there. I'm going to put the door there. Let's put the door here. And then, as you can see, you'll have items to place. Again, like Theme Hospital, you used to have certain items that have to be placed. And if you want to, you can expand the amount here as well. So again, proceed. Now, that's how you build rooms. We know that. Here we go. That's the end of the little tutorial session. So now it should allow us to go off on our own once he stopped talking. No, still got to wait for him. Build a couple of tables. Yeah, we'll do all of that as well. Like I said, I've played this once or twice now, so I know roughly what I am doing. Right, so we can change the name on the notice board. Come on, let me do that. Right, so I'm going to go for... I've hit my cap locks. The Ragged Flagon. I hope I haven't spelled that wrong. I bet I have spelled that wrong, haven't I? Doesn't matter. Right, there we go. Now, this little thing here has showed us how much time we've got before we open. I think we can just press the button and open it straight away if we want to, but I'm going to hold off for now because I want to make sure that we are 100% ready. What else do we need then? We need a reception desk, which I'm going to place... Probably... Can I build it like there? I think I'm going to build it here because the few times I have placed it, it can cause a problem with people trying to squeeze past it, so I don't really want to have it too close to the door anymore. Then you need a clerk to work the reception desk. Now, you've got a wage. This is your current ability, your wage, and your potential ability. I think At the moment, the best thing to do is just to hire the cheapest people possible. Because wages can really knock you out early on in this game. And then we want some tables. So basically, maidens will work in the kitchens, creating food and serving tables. So let's do some tables. Let's just get 4 for now. We don't need anything too special. We're going to put them just in the middle here, right near the kitchen, because that makes it a bit easier, obviously, for the maidens coming back and forth. Then we want to hire a maiden. Again, we'll look for someone quite cheap. 8. Well, 8. We'll definitely go for an 8. Not the best ability, but there's not a lot of area for it to go back and forth on, so it's not a problem at all. Handymen are essentially your cleaners on this game. There's no real repairing to be done, so it's all basically just cleaning. So, again, we'll just go for the cheapest one at 71, and they'll get rid of all this dirt for us. So I think we're more or less set up to go. Are you ready to get my people drunk? Now, this is Lord Peter. He is, I don't know, he's essentially your patron, I suppose, if you look at it that way. He'll come in, he'll do inspections, then he'll come in and he'll give you money if you do well and some reputation, or if you don't do too well, he'll take reputation away from you. It's a bit of an annoying one, really. Hello there, in case you're not aware, I am your local lord. I am writing this dear letter to let you know that I'll be keeping my eyes on your newly established drinking place. The thing is, my people deserve a good cup of mead after a day's labour, and this is where you come in. I've made arrangements to aid you whenever's needed, a loan at a reasonable rate. Nevertheless, I wish, and yeah, you know what I mean. Now, he will come and do regular inspections as well, like I was just saying, so we'll bring him in, and this doesn't really matter at this point in time. This is just how much we've spent and wages and how much we've made, so forth. So at the moment, that's not really important until we get some people in. There we go, there's our first customer. There's a rat, we can kill the rats. Ah, we've got 2 customers, sorry, there's one already there. So we've got a guy there at the bar being served. Now, again, we can zoom out. Again, like Theme Hospital, you do have extra little buildings that you can purchase. That one there would put us back 2,000 gold. We don't really need that at the moment, though. I think for this first scenario, we should be able to do everything we need in this first room. Now, this is Lord Peter here, and he does, one of the big things he looks at is cleanliness, and at the moment we do have a problem, especially considering I killed that rat just there. There we go. So he will look at hygiene, so again, just the dirt in the place. He'll look at staff happiness, he'll look at the happiness of the patrons, and you can sort of see that little smiley face at the bottom on the right hand side sort of gives you an indication of how well it's currently going. At the moment, he's got a slight smile on, so you can imagine it is going quite well at the moment. So, we also need to build, because if I forget this, it does cause a lot of problems, and that is a rest room. If people get problems with packed up bladders, it can become very, very difficult. So, I'm going to build this one along here. 6x4 should easily be enough. And again, we've got stalls, but on these, it only gives you 1 as a standard. But if we shift and click, we can continue to build across. They all cost money, of course, but it's worth having, and then we'll do that as well, and we'll finish that off. So we do now have a bathroom set up, and the last thing we need for definite at the moment is going to be a staff room. Now, I think we'll probably build that down here. 4x6 should be enough. And again, just a few bits of furniture we have to place like so. So that should be everyone sorted now. We've got tables, we've got a bar. We've got a dead rat over there as well. Possibly we'll need some more good ways of making money. We'll have a look at that in a second. Monthly reports. So we made 50 gold this month, which again, it's because we're so early on in the game, it doesn't really give us an accurate sort of level at the moment. As more people come in, you'll see a lot more. To get rid of that. I need a raise, boss, right now. She wants a raise of 37 to put it up to 45. That's still a decent sort of price for her, to tell the truth, so we will do that. Poor results. Lord Peter was not happy, so we lost 50 rep points. That is not good, is it? And, wow, you want a raise of 48 to 119. Okay, we'll give you that for now. We'll have to look at some point at maybe replacing the staff then with other staff, because this could get quite expensive if they all want raises. And now we can build as many bars as we want and as many tables as we want, but of course we are going to have the right amount of staff to cover that as well. Now, a good way of making money is guest rooms. Now, guest rooms cost us, as you can see, 360 plus the items that are in the guest room. But people will pay, I think it's £100 a night to stay in them. So how big is this? This is 6. So we can do a 3x4 guest room. And with build that shebang in it. No, can't build one there. Got to build that there. Boom. And then another guest room just here. And these, like I said, these are a real good money spinner. I played it, like I said, I played for about an hour or so last night, trying to get used to all the buttons and that before I recorded it, and I did have quite a lot of these, like 10 on the go at once, all completely full of people, so that was pretty good. Actually, we've got 3 people at tables now, and potentially a 4th yet, so we probably are going to need a second maiden. Oh, she was good, was she? 84 with a potential B, so we'll put you down in there as well, get you serving people. Maybe we need some more tables now as well, because we've got all 4 tables full up with people, and obviously the more tables you've got, the more money you can make. So, can I fit any more in there? No, I can fit one there. And potentially another one there. We're getting very, very close to the toilet door though, aren't we? So, we won't go too far. Let's put another table there and another one there. Right, so that should be okay table-wise now then. Now these bards, we can put a performance stage down. These bards will get on there and perform free of charge. Now I've not actually done that before. I've seen some people do it on videos on YouTube, but I've not actually done it yet. Maybe I should give that a go. It does cost 1,200, so it's quite expensive, but it will give quite a big bonus, won't it? So if I don't put it there, would that be okay? I can't place it there. I can place it there. Maybe it's going to be here. If I put it there, then will that work? Because that will sort of cover the people at the bar, and then potentially if I put a second bar in, beside that one there, that will work pretty nicely. We can get some more staff in, get another bartender. 26 would definitely get you in there then. And potentially another cheap maiden if we can, because at the moment we've got 45 and an 85. That bartender's just so expensive, isn't he? And that handyman at 119 as well is quite expensive. So maybe we might have to move him on at some point as well. So staff, we need to get another maiden. 11, we'll get you in straight away. That's the sort of bottleneck we have at the moment. We've got people sat at tables, but not enough maidens to serve them, really. I keep getting the wrong one. There we go, staff. If there's another cheap maiden, we'll go for it. If not, we'll hold off 17 A+ potential. Yes, we'll definitely get you then. Right. So we do have some news or some mail. There we go. Group reservation. These are good, these are. 8 locals. What that basically does is it brings in 8 people all at once. So it is a great way of making a bit of extra money. Lord Peter wants to come in again. Yep, that's fine. You can come in. I'm sure we're going to be better than what you were last time. So we only made 155 gold last month, and our staff wages is 489. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Right. She wants a raise of 54. Right. No. I would rather lose you. 10 locals. Yep, bring them in. And 290 gold. Now all those locals, those 2 big group reservations are going to be very, very good, I think. So we need to get another clerk in straight away because there's someone waiting at the table. Right, 50. Right, you're good. We'll bring you in. And is there a cheaper barman by any chance? Because 102 and a cheaper handyman as well. I keep pressing the wrong bloody buttons. Right. I need a 71 handyman. You can come in. I think we've lost one, haven't we? And bartender, 18. Right, bring you in as well. And the guy who's costing a lot of money, 102. We're going to fire you because you're too expensive. I'm also going to fire him as well. 119 gold for a handyman is too expensive for me. So we're going to see if we can bring in another handyman. We can't. We've only got that one at the moment. So we'll have a look at that in a second. As you can see, the bars are both full. So that's a bit annoying. We've got a lot of people coming in now, though. Hopefully some of them are going to take tables, or are some of them waiting for a seat at the bar to drink. So possibly we do need another bar now as well. Which we probably can afford at this point in time. An extra one there. We are going to need another bartender now, 62, perfect. So that should give now a position for those people to sit at the bar and drink. Now also what we can do is we can increase the size of certain things, or the cost, should I say. So I might put the guest room up to 110, liquor up to 12, food up to 35, just to try and get our money in a little bit. Now these will come in as well, the study, gym and spa, at a later scenario, but early on they're not too important. Now both our guest rooms are currently in use, so probably we should look at building some more. How big's that space there? That's 8 by 1. Oh, 8 by 2. It doesn't really matter what 2 it is, does it really? And this way is 14. So if I leave a 2 gap and maybe build some more guest rooms along here, that should hopefully, boom, That should hopefully work out quite nicely. And like I said, these are a real money spinner, as you just saw. It's 110 to stay in here a night now. So that is quite a decent amount of money we'll be making. I think they make their money back after people have stayed in them like 3 or 4 times. So that's obviously not a bad turnaround at all. And then just one more guest room back here. Like so. And then a bed, a carpet, and a drawer. There we go. And that still leaves us quite a bit of space. As you can see, the bar's completely full. There we go. The bard is now singing on stage. So he's sort of getting a little bit. He's getting the tables that are here, and he's also getting the people at the bar as well, which is good. Requesting a pay rise again. Wow, these people are going crazy for pay rises, aren't they? So we'll give you the pay rise. Group reservation for 6 locals. Yep. Lord Peter wants to visit. Great. May, there we go. We made a profit in May then. Well, not technically, because we made some spendings, but we made a profit in income against staff wage, so that was good. Turn this place around. A raise would be great. 11. So yeah, that's not bad actually. I'm quite happy to do that. Group reservation of 6 more locals. Yep. And another raise. Okay, again, that's not a bad raise. That's still quite a low amount you're being paid. So the money's actually coming in quite well. Reputation's going up as well. We've got quite a lot of people on their way into the bar, which is fantastic. And do we need any more tables potentially? Or I think bar-wise we should be okay for now. Let's see if we can build some more tables sort of around the bard stand. We can't put any more around the toilets, do we? There we go, that's not too bad then, is it? We can also build in the furniture, we can build a where is it? Staff podium. Now this will give the maidens somewhere to stand when they're not serving somebody, so they're not just hanging around everywhere. Which is good. What else do we want to build? We can build a fireplace. I don't quite know what this does. I've had one before and it just seems to shoot beams at people, but it seems to make them happy at the same time, so we'll build one of them there. Can't got built there. Nope. So there's the only place we can build it, which is not too bad. It will, there you go, just shoots people, and I think it makes them happy, which is good, of course. A pot plant. I'm just trying to build a few things while Lord Peter's here to try and hopefully boost our score with him. He's still wandering around. He's still quite happy. He's evaluating customer satisfaction, which seems to be pretty good at the moment. The bard is back up on stage. He's pretty happy. Maiden-wise, how are we looking maidens now? We've got 4 on the go. One's quite expensive. Maybe we could do with another handyman, though, if there's a cheap one knocking around. 80, 217, 69, 65. I'm going to go for the 69 because it's a big chunk of difference. And there is quite a bit of puke on the floor at the moment. Maybe we need another handyman, actually, because there's quite a bit of dirt on the floor in general, isn't there? So let's get the other one as well. And then maiden-wise, you're 8. So we'll definitely get you in if you're only 8. So we can afford, it doesn't matter. And you're only 15, so we'll get you as well. I'd rather have more maidens. If they're going to be that cheap, then why not? Right, requesting a pay rise. It's a pretty big pay rise again, isn't it? And what are you? You are a... I can't even see you. I think you're a handyman. Okay, we'll give you the raise for now. Again, we made a massive profit at 966 gold against the 475. So this is actually doing really well at the moment. Group reservation for 9 locals. Yep, we can handle that. A pay rise for you. Well, you've got your feet up, but you're still quite cheap, aren't you? And good job. Lord Pete was happy and gave us 1,500 plus 20 additional reputation, which is fantastic. I don't know if we need to do much else now. We need to keep our gold up, of course, but it's just a case of getting our reputation up now. That's what we need to do. Monthly report for July, big profit, of course, because of Lord Peter's money, of course, which is good. Are you happy? Yep, you're leaving very happy, which is good. Bathrooms are all currently in use, which I don't know if that's a bad thing, or... Well, it's not a bad thing, of course, but maybe we need some more. Here comes the locals. And there's enough space at the bar for them all as well, which is good. I don't know if we need... We don't need to buy this bit over here, do we? But potentially we could just fill it full of some more rooms. also, I don't know if there's enough space or not, but could we squeeze another bar in this wall? We could, you know. Let's do that then. Squeeze another bar in there and get one more bartender. 82. Probably don't need another bartender to be honest with you, but just gives us a chance to get some more money, especially with more group reservations. 11 locals, yeah, bring them in. A raise would be great. Wow, this is just crazy. I think raises are a bit too much on this game, I think. Seems to be all that's happening in the post. Look at that, look, just 3 raises, one after the other, after the other, after the other. It's just, maybe it's a bit too much. Maybe the developer should look at that because it's a bit crazy, isn't it? Staff room, there we go, that guy's going back to that bar now. So you're very happy, you've just had a raise, that's why. I think we're doing pretty well here, actually. I think we are doing pretty well. He's waiting for a table, wow. There's that many tables on the go at once. Moving the reception desk. Inquiring about a room. There are quite a few rooms free at the moment, so why not? Waiting for a table. So maybe we need some more tables as well then. And a lot of people have just wandered in. Should we get some more tables on the go? I don't think, like I said, I've only played this once or twice so far, but I've never had this many tables on the go at once. I must admit. But with the amount of people we've got coming in now, why not? I'm quite enjoying this tavern actually. This is quite a nice one. This is probably one of the better ones I've built so far. Again, just more pay rises over and over again. But if you don't agree to them, then you lose the staff. 11 locals. We just about scraped a profit last month. We've maybe got a few too many staff now. Especially with all these pay rises coming in one after the other, after the other, after the other. It's crazy. So again, I think I'm going to have to look through our manage tab now and see if anybody's over the top handyman wise. Everyone's being paid over 100 now. That's quite a lot. But I'm not just going to do it unless we can find some other handymen on here. It's just a case of hiring staff, firing staff over and over again. So 65, 65, 62, and 71. And go into the manage tab and fire, fire, and fire, just to try and keep the cost down a little bit, because it's a bit over the top, isn't it, really? If I can just keep everyone under 100, that'd be great. So I've got one bartender over 100 and one maiden over 100 as well. So again, if I can find a bartender, 18, right, we'll take you then. We'll take you as a bartender and we will sack you. And then we'll sack you. And I'll bring in another cheap maiden. 11, there we go. That seems to be all it is at the moment. We're just literally hiring and firing, just to try and get enough people, try to get the wages down as much as we possibly can, because gold is running low. That's a bit of a worry. Group reservation of 7 locals. I think if we just stop spending money now, we should be okay. And again, we might be able to be a bit cheeky in the policy and just bring this up a little bit. Now, liquor for 15. So dodgy, isn't it? And guest rooms maybe 120. So total staff wages was 742, so that has dropped. Lord Peter wants to visit, which is great because he gives us a nice chunk of money when he does. And there we go, profit is now up again to a decent amount. Got a lot of people though at tables waiting for their food. Now that's not maybe a good thing, is it? Maybe we need some more maidens then, because the maidens are not doing the job very quickly, are they? There's an 8. And I'm sure there's a 15 there as well, wasn't there? Right, 15. It's just a case now to try. Maybe we've got too many tables now because we're just struggling to get them all processed. Well, maybe we're doing okay. Are you leaving happy? You're leaving happy. You're leaving unhappy. And you're leaving unhappy. So, yeah, maybe that's the problem. I think if we have more maidens, although it's costing us more wages-wise, it's going to help us out in the long run because we can get through more people, and the food makes us a decent profit, really. Are we actually pretty close to getting our rep up? So it just means we need to get our gold up over 2,000 as well, which at the moment we're getting close to, and then we'll actually finish the... We'll be able to finish the... Oh, this is not good, is it? Lord Peter is not happy. Oh, there he goes, he's getting a little bit happier now. There we go. Someone else walked in the way. Evaluating work environment. Are you happy again? You're sort of in the middle. And I would like to see something a little bit better. Because if we have a bad result, we're at 499, so we're literally on the brink of going up. Group reservation for 9 locals, yet bring them in September. Again, we're making a decent profit as well. We're going to be pretty close here with 499. So we need 1 rep point and we need 14 gold. A raise would be great. Great time for it, mate. I think we're going to be okay here, though. If he's happy with his inspection, then we're good to go. There we go. That's it. Shabby Gamer, I am pleased to offer you a new management position. You can accept it now or at a later stage. This offer will stay in your mailbox. I hope to hear back from you soon. Now, I don't know if the bug's been fixed yet, but if you don't accept this now, you lose it. So we are going to accept it now, but that is going to be enough for this episode. Next episode we'll come back and we'll try and do the whole of scenario 2, or depending on how long it takes, we'll have to split it across 2 different videos. But I've really enjoyed this, and I'm hoping you guys have as well. It's a real fun game, and like I said, it's only early alpha, so it's only going to get better. But it's a really, really fun game, and of course, as you get later into the other scenarios, it does become a little bit more difficult. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you have got this far, have you enjoyed this? Is this the sort of thing you'd be interested in seeing me do some more on my channel? I've got loads of these Tycoon games dotted around on my shelves and on my Steam playlist as well. So I could definitely easily go through and do quite a few of these. This sort of series itself is probably only last about 4 or 5 episodes for now, until the guy obviously updates the game. But when he does update the game, we'll probably end up doing another run through again. Because it doesn't take long to do, does it really? So yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do hit the like button. It does really help me out. And of course, subscribe if you are new around here, if you want to see some more of this sort of thing from myself, Shabby Gamer. I shall see you all very, very soon for our next part of Tavern Tycoon.